Ladies and gentlemen, I am Israel. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Dishonored. The wall is still there. We're not in the void anymore, I don't think. No, definitely not. Positively not. Absolutely not. We are in fact on board the dreadful Wale. We're out of Dunwall. Yay! And we have a couple of bone charms to collect. Yes, those are the pre-order bonuses. Yes, I broke the code of House Biscuit. We do not pre-order, except when we do, and look how that turned out for some people with regard to this game. Luckily, I don't seem to be too badly affected. Now, what else we got? Letter from Emily to Wyman, basically disappears. Stay in Morley, there's nothing you can do, and I'm improvising. Remember the time I kept a straight face during the watch officer's report all the time while sitting at my desk without pants? I assume they mean trousers, because the alternative is just a little bit lewd. Alright. Well, nope, can't play the guitar. And what else? Book and travel log, which I think is just, yeah, stories so far. So 1852 did indeed turn out to be less boring than 1851. And of course, Edge of the World. That one I was with Karnaca, not in trusting mood. And yep, there we are. Right, all we need now is a plan, and for that we need to go talk to Megan. Sokolov's missing apparently, which is a little bit awkward. Okay, so we have our crossbow, and we're looking out for symbols depicting two hands. Yay! At least now I won't be setting off gunshots every time I click a mouse button by accident. Maintenance list, repair the things busted up in Anton's room. No, scratch that. Unblock the storage door and pay the usual bribes. Right. Okay, this will be the storage door, which is firmly blocked. An attempt to chisel it open didn't help. Looks like someone left a hatch open though, so maybe we can get in and round that way. Let's head up on deck. Take a right here. Okay, there we are, and bingo! That's what we were looking for. Drop in here. Who left this hatch open anyway? Really careless shipkeeping. That could flood this whole compartment, and I'm not sure if that door's watertight or not. Anyhow, we'll just help ourselves to some loot. And, ooh, incendiary bolts, eh? Could come in handy, although I'm trying to keep the violence to a minimum on this one, so the Bernie might have to wait. Anton Sokolov, Chapter 15. At dawn, I set out with a group of foraged east to be found. Chance had bade him pick an unfortunate place. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below, and so many in number that we quickly lost sight under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull him from the insects, but he was bitten so many times he was barely recognisable. Swollen unto deformity, moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. What a way to go. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing Anton with precious samples. For science. Right, excuse me. Really wish they'll give us a control option that says a trigger pull only arms weapons, doesn't automatically fire them or swing with a sword. That is going to cause me so much trouble.
This is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old... You're up.
Yeah,
when
I'm
you're
up.
ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, let's talk.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer.
Yeah, we know about that one.
He wanted to warn Corvo.
Little late.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
Until the local authorities read it. Why is there a painting of Delilah in the background?
Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual.
Especially the ones about the
going
golden
to set
cat
up
and the
Dunwall,
feather duster.
But something happened.
Something?
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Which would imply that
Addermire.
Hypatia
All right.
is in
I'll
on the
get inside.
conspiracy.
The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the Alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the
Fine.
skiff to the shore when you're ready.
So, we just need to break into a hospital via...
It looks like the overland route to the Addermire Institute goes through the carriage station.
Well, that settles that. That's going to be an interesting one to get to. I think we're starting presumably at the dockyards. Then it's going to be round and down to the Addermire Institute. Couldn't we just swim there?
Sokolov seems so much older now.
He would be. It's been 15 years. However, we have the Addermire solution derived from rare and exotic ingredients, including bloodfly venom itself. Well, she's not got a bad idea. Now, who's this Dr. Hypatia?
It's Dr. Hypatia. She seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
Except, of course, for the whole thing of maintaining a paid and hyper-professional assassin at her hospital.
Mortimer Ramsey. The Duke couldn't have pulled off the coup without someone inside the City Watch.
Yeah, and now he doesn't have someone, so that's our first target eliminated. It's going to tie him to Luca Abela, who
I
ultimately...
don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father and said Theodanis was a good man.
Apparently the apple fell rather far from the tree. Why is there a portrait of
Why is
Delilah
this
here?
It's Delilah.
Yes, I know, and given her tendency in the Dishonored 1 DLC to use her artwork as conduits, can we get a tarpaulin over this, but just throw it over the side? Now, what else have we got? Ooh, crossbow bolts, very handy. And... okay, this will be Anton's quarters then. Huh. Hatch is closed, presumably after the fact. Ooh, audiobook.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty.
No, you can stick to Emily, we're on good terms.
Must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done.
Yes, you've done good things and bad things. Set that for 4, set the heart for
That's some
5.
good. Before and after the Red Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible...
Oh, didn't mean to stop that.
Dearest Emily, or must I say... your
Auto rewind function, that's kinda handy.
I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
My share of bad things and some good. Before and after the Red Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you.
Oh,
Here,
right.
at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption.
Not so different to Dunwall,
Staying
then.
with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the dreadful Wale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing.
Right, well, what did you tell me about the dreadful Wale? I'm on it. That's the way I'd be hearing this
I
audiograph.
fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know
Oh, goody.
Corvo would protect you with his life, but please
Just
do
get
not
to the
trust
details, old
anyone.
man.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Okay, that's odd. Megan said she heard the hatch being ripped open, but we didn't hear that on the recording. So the hatch presumably was ripped open when the Crown Killer made her, I assume from the voice, escape. If that's the case, though, how did she get in? I mean, presumably she stealthed in, but... Huh. Okay, also, let's have a look at this. Bloodfly Study! Yay, another book in him. Probably. The Bloodfly Epidemic, and anything about Sarkonos. 3 or fewer, they're harmless. They're attracted to movement and sound, so stay slow and stay silent when you're around them. The nests can be broken apart, and in particular quite susceptible to fire, so yay for incendiary bolts. The insects require fresh corpses to lay their... Oh, right, more corpses means more bloodflies. So basically, if you go high chaos, the city's going to be swarming. And interestingly, they calm a great deal, the wings drop off, and they live a solitary existence. And now they're restricted to the south, preferring warmer climates. So basically, they're the equivalent of rats. Except rats don't lay their eggs in your corpse. In fact, rats don't even lay eggs at all. Colonizer's study map of the known world. She paid hands to me and so was annoyed when he pointed out the various errors. Takes months to reach those shores. Suspicion must be understood, and though it was on the 3rd day of the month of Earth, the Antonia Aquilo set sail with captain, crew, researchers, and myself. What would be the most terrifying experience of his life? Lucky him. Normal scientific expedition then. Right, what else have we got? Looks like... Aha! The Shindare gift. Effects of the winds of the Karnaca landmass. Whale oil. Oh dear, the great beasts are increasingly rare. Oh crap. Karnaca is anticipating economic dominance because it hasn't fished out the whales. That's an economic crisis about, well, a few years down the line. We have Pratchett jelly deals making a comeback. You can't keep a good classic down. Can't keep those down either, but that's another matter entirely. And then I think we're pretty much good. Storeroom's done. Yeah, let's head up on deck and get ourselves off to Karnaca. Although, just check the bridge first. The Dreadful Whale. Why is the nameplate up here instead of... Possibly because she doesn't want to be recognised. Also, map.
Dunwall seems so far away.
No, it doesn't. It's
I'll
barely...
come back soon, Father.
What?
I promise.
8 inches on the map? And you've got the rest of the continent and the Empire as well. I'm not sure who he is. Presumably the old Emperor. Or someone the captain knows. Dreadful Whale accounting. 25 coins, docking a late fee, ferrying cargo, removal of crusts, new sextants, gave out coins, food, Anton's seasick pills, 10 coins, and just general expenses, really. Huh. Looks like she's also a bit of a smoker, but we knew that from the pipe anyway. Right, and this is Karnaca, or Karnaca. Oh, they've got wind power going. Very fancy. And that place looks interesting. I'm sure we'll be going there at some point. Oh, let's go talk to Megan. Right, let's get it on.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Oh, yep.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Because wandering around with your face mask is just as likely to get you unwanted attention. Okay, so the carriage lines are purely for the rich and the connected. In which case they're going to be an excellent method of getting around without any inconveniences like searches or guards. Aha! That must be the Admire Institute.
Too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station.
Right. But if that's the only way in without trying to get past the watchtower...
The old Duke of Sarkonos spent decades building up Karnaca.
Implication is that
After
that place is very much for the
Duke
rich and
took over,
connected.
He started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Quite a
Having
party
more fun
guy.
here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
And that
Watch yourself
that
on the way
won't
to
do it
Elmira.
all.
The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
Oh,
keep my
lucky
head
me. Everyone's going to be hostile if they're armed
This is
then.
a good spot.
Terrific.
Reach
Some things don't
Adamire,
change.
Take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken.
Piece of
The
cake.
alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can.
If.
Sokolov likes her.
I'll
Oh
see you
good,
later,
Sokolov's got
Adamir.
appalling
Just
taste
wait to
in
bring up
people.
the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Right, I wonder what happens if I use the heart on Megan.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you.
Well, that's nice.
Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain.
Uh-huh.
It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love.
Ah,
Those brief
and
days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known.
well, that ranks as the usual story in Dunwall, doesn't it?
Megan, she can be trusted to a point. But I cannot see past the anger. That much rage can hide things.
Terrific, so don't push her then.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Excellent, Aha. Tell me, have you guys got a blood problem here, or is it just that you spilled about 3,000 gallons of wine into the sewers?
Your face is that's Adamir in the distance.
He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
Coin that's
He
gonna
should be here with the red shark. This is unacceptable.
Whoa,
I
that
have
was a
very
whale.
tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke?
Or
Santiago
probably
fisheries have a
not at all.
reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't
Nope, but then so's smuggling. Ooh.
What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Aha! Bingo. Right, let's see. What other powers can we get? Bone charms. Just quickly snap in and equip what I've got. Not that I was planning to use pistol bullets, at least not by accident, but supernatural powers, void favor might come in handy. As for powers, I've got agility, so I could go for catfall and, well, agility, but, well, what else have we got? Shadow walk. No, that doesn't really help, although rat shadows. Improve shadow attack, shadow run. Okay, so that's basically a cloaking form, but too expensive. What else? Don't know. Link human targets so they die or fall unconscious together. Ah. That would be... That could be fun, but at 4 runes and 10 to upgrade completely, a bit too expensive. And we also got Mesmerize. No, that definitely won't work. And Dark Vision, excellent. Pulse occurring at random to show the directional facing and view codes of your enemies, and even those you seem towards. Yes, yes, yes. Knowledge is power. Wait, no, I want to do that. It defaults to no. That's fine. So enemy routes and antenna stations are now visible. And greater dark vision allows you to see objects and security systems, including mechanical enemies. So yeah, definitely going to have to drop more points into that. But as for the rest, don't think there's much else we can use. Oh, bone charm crafting. By selecting combination traits and spending raw whalebone as a resource. Aha, so you can push your luck with the traits. Huh. Okay, allowing you to craft runes, or sacrifice existing runes to get raw whalebone. And lower corruption, so you can kind of tweak your own traits as well. And they're cumulative. Worth knowing. Shadow Kill is just instant disposal of bodies. All enemies turn to ash when killed, and they disintegrate into a cloud of blood flies that attack nearby enemies. Oh, lovely. But it's all too expensive, so sticking with dark vision.
There's a school. The headmistress pressed him to better himself. He spit in the woman's tea before he quit.
So that was a no then.
Because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for freight port. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Wyatt.
Oh, thank you, Remus.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate.
Right, so we have a warehouse that we can check out. That's worth remembering. And the black market shop. Okay.
In the Duke's
Whoa.
absence, I have the following announcement.
If you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
Conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former
I'm
royal.
tired of the sound of my own voice. It's like I'm talking to a stone wall for all they listen.
Yep.
We'll print
What's
a
going
new
on?
poster soon. That usually brings in a few more workers each week.
Is mandatory.
Okay, right, so we have the traditional announcer of doom and compliance. And we have, black market. Let's go talk, shall we? Ooh. Okay, well, that's fancy. Presumably a guard who wandered somewhere he shouldn't have done. Now, where's this rune? 106 meters, 11 meters to a rune. Come on.
Hey, come here.
Oh ho.
I have something that might interest you.
Okay, I'm talking.
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong.
It
Want to
happens.
help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
That wasn't
I need
quite
to get
what I
to
had in
Adamite
mind.
Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem.
Oh,
Don't worry, he's already dead.
well, that
A
simplifies
body.
things a little.
That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They
Crap.
think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Right. Okay. So I can get some help from Mindy, which does give me another way into Adamite. In fact, that might be less trouble than trying to use the carriage, which will by definition be crawling with guards.
Your face is no concern of mine.
Good, because you aren't going to get to see it. Now, what do we have? Gear, let's see. Oh, sleep darts. Excellent. We'll stock up on those. No, I don't intend to. And location of sunken supplies and rune. Excellent. We'll have the rune. And you know what? We'll pass on the information. Good for potions.
News isn't good, they say. They should do like me. Never read it.
Right. Okay, let's pick... Actually, no, let's pass on all of those. What
This is what I
blueprints are
have
there?
for upgrading your equipment.
Faster reload, improved accuracy, and yes, we'll snag the better accuracy and the better range and flight time. Excellent. So that's fully upgraded, but we're
Come
pretty
back
much
soon.
broke. So
I mean, if I'm still here.
let's keep talking. Report all theft. The irony is that pretty much all of that was probably stolen. Best not to ask about the details. So, Overseer outpost at 81 meters. I suppose that's our next target. Let's go scope the place. This way, I think. Pop the latch, open the door, and
Are we gonna let a few blood flies
condemned
stop
to infestation.
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly and don't get
even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead.
It's infested, all right.
Yeah.
Slowly stay away from the nests and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
Let's see if we can find another route that doesn't involve committing horrible, ugly suicide. Right. Yoink.
I missed the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
Yes, those were the good old days, weren't they? Yoink.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Yeah, it might. Hostile territory. How very nice. Yoink. Okay, the Wall of Light is a dangerous security system. It's powered by a windmill, but others are fueled by removable whale oil tanks. So we can bypass, we can brave the bloodfly-infested building, possess a rat-and-find-small passage, or climb through the window. Aha.
I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
The Wall of Light, from the time of the rat plague.
Hey, you! Come here!
Okay, okay, so I blew my stealth, but I managed to save the guy, I think. So, we're all good.